Welcome to the field where the shit ain't safety. You gotta be dumb if your gun on safety. Even that you crazy, it's far from a game. I seen niggas get slayed over pocket change.
What's up, y'all? We back. Sonny, Sala and Ski talking that Brownsvillians talking shit. You know what I mean? What's up, guys? How was y'all Thanksgiving?
It was good. It was good.
Yeah, man, it's good too, but it's kind of sad because I ain't had my mama around. My mama's in a nursing home. You know what I mean? So it's kind of sad. You know, all the holidays sad. But how was y'all's?
Mine was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed myself. Yeah, mine was good after I work, so, it is what it is.
Yeah. So what's the questions we got today, Salah? What's the question?
Well, I'm going to read it. Somebody sent me from last week. They was asking, why do we have to have a gun in the house? And what was the purpose for it? Having a gun in the household at your mama's house, growing up in the hood. So we're gonna go back to that question. We're gonna answer that for that young lady that asked the question.
So why do you guys think it was, you needed a gun in the first place or something like that?
Yeah, she wanted to know. She wanted to know why do we need a gun in the household? We didn't need a gun in the household. I'll be honest with you. We just choose to put one in there because the street is going crazy. The streets make you put the gun in your mama's house and hide it.
It was kind of like an observing thing too to me, like, you know what I mean? Because you see so much going on and you see so many people. Like, I'm gonna tell you why I think I needed a gun. Short and sweet. Like, one day I was in my apartment, we was chilling in the crib, and we heard something like some commotion up on the 13th floor. I lived on 12G and something happened up on the 13th, and there was some commotion. And like, these dudes tried to rob the man upstairs. They came to his house and tried to rob him. And they shot him and killed him.
Wow.
So after that, I was like, whoa, I got to get me some protection. Because these dudes coming to people's cribs, you know what I mean? They come to my house, I'm going to jail. You know what I mean? And that was one of the reasons my mom's had found one of my guns. And after I told her that, I was like, Mom, I got that to protect us because you see what happened upstairs. Then she didn't want the gun in the house, but she kind of leaned towards us having it for protection.
Right.
So, no, I don't know what made y'all want to have one, but that was kind of like one of my stories. And plus, being in the hood doing dirt, so you kind of needed that as a backup plan. You know what I mean?
We did so much stuff is that you never know somebody waiting in the hallway for you. Remember, that building's big. Mm-hmm. They ain't little. Got stairways where people come out on you and tear you apart. So you gotta be on point. So you leave it out your crib. You gotta have even you on in your crib. Yeah. You gotta have something. Because you'll never know what's going on. Yeah. The life you live, that's the life that's gonna come behind you. You know what I mean? So you gotta have something. You gotta have that thing on you. So you gotta have that thing in the house. Because, like you said, man get killed this poor in his crib. So if you go upstairs, you go home late night, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Trying to make it home safely. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I can tell you that having the gun in the crib is like a bluffing tool or everything, because as long as you stayed in the streets and everybody see you in the streets, the wolves is out there. And everybody gonna stick up kids, don't matter who it is. Somebody gonna say, you buy a nice coat or you buy a nice chain or something. They gonna be looking at you, they like, yo, I want to rob them. Somebody, the info is like, yo, he keeps a burner. Oh, word? Then it's like, they didn't think about it.
Think twice,
they're like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna leave him alone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave him alone. So sometimes you having it, it's a bluffing tool, because it's people be wanting to rob you, and then they realize you have something. They're gonna like, he might use it on me. And nobody, nobody don't really want to get shot. They're gonna be like, they're gonna give you a pass. Yeah, like how the West is. Everybody got a gun. Ain't nobody gonna try you because they know you're gonna get shot. Yep. When they find out that he got this big ass chain on, he don't got no burner. All right, we gonna get him. They gonna try you.
Yeah, they gonna say you become a victim immediately.
So you gotta take the bluffing too, even though you didn't want to have one, but you gonna get one anyway, just to know that in the hood, yeah, he keeps something. Yeah. He keeps something. He got a couple.
And then you wanted to have one just because everybody else was having one.
Whereas that you ain't have to go that. You ain't got to go that route. You go the other way, do the other thing that you do, and be a good smith and go to work and all that stuff. You ain't got to worry about none of that stuff. You ain't got to worry about having a gun. You ain't got to worry about, carrying none of that stuff. But you do got to worry about some jealous people that's going to come at you because you're doing your thing, doing positive things.
Right, you're doing a positive thing and you get money that way. And that's all they see, that you get money. You fresh and you get money.
Yeah, they think you get drugged, but you actually working.
Right, and they want to come at you and try you. Yeah. But that's what it was in the hood anyway. I mean, if you had a gun or not, dudes wanted to try you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They just wanted to try you to see where your heart is at. See if you're going to fight back, you're going to do something, or they're just going to be able to take what they want from you and keep it moving.
Yep. And that's the thing that when you grow up in the projects in the hood, it's always going to be that. That's like 75% of trying this than anything else. Even though if they don't try, they're going to get somebody else to try for them. Yeah, somebody else will do it for them. So therefore, it's always a bluffing every time you come outside. You gotta play. That's the reason why now, how the kids all back in the days was that when you come outside, you might not be that character, but you're gonna have to turn into that character just because you're outside.
Turn into somebody else, turn into an animal or whatever. Just to hold your own, just to keep so you could be safe and walk around the hood safely. You got to put this persona up.
My mom's downstairs on the aisle. She go to Dallas to go get the bus to go to the Dallas machine, the hospital. I just had my joint on me all the time, going down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Never, you know what I'm saying? And before she got on down, she used to work. She used to go over to the L train. Going that way is horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The environment you in, you have to. This is what it was. Back in the day, before the gunplay, you always had to have a knife or a razor.
Yeah.
It upgraded to guns, so now you can't pull out a razor on a gunfight.
It's crazy.
Nope.
It's crazy because in the beginning we used to knuckle up and slap box and fight it out, and then it escalated to razors, and then knives, and then up to guns, and you know what I mean. Just keep escalating.
It keep graduating all the way up to whatever we want to call it now.
Yeah.
That's how it is. This is how it built now. So we're saying that you needed one in the hood, you didn't, but yet it takes a lot of pressure off of you when you try to have something. Because nobody wouldn't even try you, or they was like, well, then you got dudes that's like extra tough. Was like, I don't even care if you have one, I'm still gonna get them.
Yep. So
therefore, you might have a couple of those, but then that's like probably 5%. But the rest of the 45, they're not gonna test you because they're gonna be like, maybe he got enough heart to shoot me. I'm gonna leave him alone. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna leave him alone.
Then half of the time you ain't have to shoot. You're shooting his direction, and we swear you try to shoot him, and he take it off. You know what I mean? So
that's how a lot of people. And guess what? That's how a lot of beef started.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of
shoot
beef
his
started.
Direction, and he take off. But next time you see him, it's on.
Yep. All that motherfucker trying to shoot me.
Yeah.
I was even thinking about
either they gonna leave it alone or it's on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But going back to the question, like, this is the reason why, because sometimes you never know. It's
a safety issue.
It's a safety issue. You go to another person. You go see a shorty. You going somewhere else. You have to bring it with you. I had an incident that somebody was like, "Yo, can you come and get me?" I said, "What happened?" He said, "I can't get out the building." Yep. I said, "Well, they got me stuck in the building. Get on the train. Go get them."
for him to come back home.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn. He said, yeah, this is how it is.
Yeah, because especially if you go to another project and they don't know you too good, I mean, they are standing in the lobby waiting for you to come downstairs just so they can take whatever you got. If you got a polo coat on or some jewelry and some fly, you know what I mean? You fly, you walk up in their projects, they on some bullshit. They like, oh man, we getting this dude.
Yeah. They definitely gonna try you.
Especially with, yeah.
And once you come out the building, you back out, and then you get respect. They're like, oh no, we wasn't thinking about you, homie. Yeah, right. If I wouldn't have pulled this joint out. Yeah, so it all was a safety issue. You know what I mean? That's kind of like narrows up the question. It's about safety, man.
Safety.
When y'all leave your house, the same way you leave your house, it's the same way you want to go make it back to your house.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's now.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's forever. The same way you leave, the same way you want to come back. In one piece, you want to come back in one piece.
Hell yeah, even if you're working or not.
Right.
You gonna always have somebody that ain't mad that they can't get what you have.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna go like, you know what? Nah, I ain't like them.
But some dudes just did it for a come up.
Yeah. That's for a name.
Yeah.
Oh, such and such.
Yeah, so they can say, yo, I robbed such and such. Nigga, you ain't all that. I robbed such and such.
Yeah. And then we were like, word. Ain't like that dude anyway.
And then you got to the point that when you get to that point, there's like no return, because now you just open up the floodgate, because everybody gonna be like, well, he didn't do nothing. I'm about to go see him too.
Yeah.
So he went and got a bigger chain. Oh, he did? All right, I'm gonna come and get him too.
Yeah.
I'm going up and get him. Now, when you don't have no burner, and they know that you ain't gonna be doing nothing, then you're a target.
You're a victim now. You're a victim. And the whole hood is talking. Yo, he let us such and such rob him and he ain't do nothing. They all talking.
And then if it happened twice, and that's a wrap. You might as well pack up and move.
Never pack up and move.
Or you just gonna turn into a monster and be like, yo, I ain't going for this no more.
That's what happened too sometimes. Some dudes just be like, man, all right. And the next person try me, I'm tearing their ass up.
Yep.
And then everybody respect him because he come a monster.
But in reality, he didn't even have to become a monster, because we're supposed to be living all together, but not when you're in the hood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody jealous in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody out there jealous.
And everybody trying to survive by any means necessary.
That's why they don't like to tell them, so they can't even tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
Because people really don't like that dude. Yeah, people really don't know. Like, some guys, they be like, well, why they robbing all the time? And sometimes they don't have no choice, because their education wasn't that good, so they're not going to get a real good job. So they made their point, was like, you know what, this is what I'm going to do.
Some of them may go to school. Some of them went to school. They even never go to the classes.
You know, they
hang around the school.
Their reading skills is low. They can't pass no test. You know, they can't pass the test for a city job because they ain't going to school.
Yeah.
So what you want them to do? They got to feed on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah. So people, that was the answer to the question. You know what I mean? It's Sonny, Ski, and Sala. You know what I mean? And we're going to cut this one short like we did the last one. If you got any questions, holler at us. Leave a comment. You know what I mean? Peace.
Peace.